Time for baseball on the show from the bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Vince Velasquez, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you can see right there, he's eclipsed that 200 strikeout number. Really been good this year and missing a lot of bats.
John Jaso heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Catcher, number 28.
And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1, and we're officially underway in Philadelphia. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Well, they've been outscored by a ton here in the first 2 games of this series. I mean, they haven't even been close.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, later in the game, I think you jump all over that. First inning, that's where you need to be smart and make sure he can find the strike zone.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory and reined in, 1 away.
Well, that's a nice job at third of knowing exactly where he is in relation to his surroundings, and he's able to make the play on the move to record that out.
Starling Marte will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Here's a guy who's in the conversation for batting title, and over his last 10 games, he's hit over .330.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hot shot to third. Franco has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Andrew McCutchen will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you look for a guy to produce. He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Nope.
2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Gregory Polanco will stride forward, currently sitting in 6th place in the race for the National League hitting crown.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
First delivery to him on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Pirates leave 1. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Number 51 gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you can see he absolutely dominates left-handed hitters. We'll see if that trend continues here in this one.
Cesar Hernandez comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
And the month of June is really where you begin to weed out the contenders from the pretenders. And with summer right around the corner, these guys are really starting to play some of their best baseball of the year.
A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Michael Franco. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. But clearly, he's seeing the ball really well right now.
Jimmy Paredes will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Michael Franco will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Popped up. Number 26 is there for it. And that retires the side. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia with no score. Joe Mauer gets his first opportunity now, looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in.
Joe Mauer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
David Freese steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Josh Harrison will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Number 26 will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count. Kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Stepping in now, number 51, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Pitch count already becoming a factor. He's at 34 now, still not out of the 2nd inning.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Set to deal on 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Paredes has it in his sights. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Number 19 will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
And that misses inside, 1-0. Freeze with it over at 3rd. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Got him.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
Here's Cody Ashe, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 7 homers, and 43 RBIs. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Freddie Galvis will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. John Jaso is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Sweeney is camped under this one. 1 gone.
And you start to get to the point in the year where you say, look, this guy's pitched a lot of innings so far this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys back off his workload a bit here in this final month.
Stepping in, Starling Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Cold strike, 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee-high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second goes Marte. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Hit hard to short. Fielded by Galvis. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Coming to the plate now, Gregory Polanco. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
0-1.
Third inning, no score to this point. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
With 2 outs already, this isn't the end of the world from a defensive perspective, but now at least you bring in the possibility of an infield single, a booted grounder, or even another wild pitch bringing that run home.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through, a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
So here's Joe Mauer. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. A runner on first with 2 away. And again a throw, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 2-0 on the way. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, they certainly paid a lot of attention to him over there at first, and it was wise to do so. But in the end, they had to come to the plate sooner or later, and he winds up taking second here on the stolen base.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Ashe ranging back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 1 and the Phillies nothing. Cameron Rupp will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. There to take it is Marte for the first out.
Batting 8, center fielder, Darnell Sweeney.
Darnell Sweeney will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Boy, they're just hacking at everything. I mean, everything.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Grounded up the first baseline. Mauer's there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Vince Velasquez.
Vince Velasquez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To first. Mauer is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. David Freese is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Third baseman number 16, David Freese.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. Skied into very shallow right. Paredes has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Drilled right back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw gets him. 2 down.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Into the box now, number 26. And he lays off there, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. That's taken now, and it's 2-0 to the Pirates shortstop. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. He pulls this one into right. Paredes is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Cesar Hernandez will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
Standing in now, Jimmy Paredes, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
Michael Franco will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and that's always the danger when you're working that off-speed stuff down with 2 men on base. Once the catcher can't get a handle on it, both guys are off and moving. They're going to move up to second and third now on what will be scored a wild pitch.
And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. On the ground to the left side. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. Number 19 stands in. In there, and it's 0-1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
And so far he's been real effective using that inside part of the plate tonight. I don't think that pitch was even in the strike zone, and Show Track will confirm that for us right now. But I guess he felt like it was close enough that he had to take a rip at it.
Here's Cody Ashe in the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Runners are at first and second with one away. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. First and second now, one man out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Freddie Galvis gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And no one will get this one. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. And the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now batting, catcher.
In now, Cameron Rupp. Tapped out in front of home. Josso scoops it up. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 4. It's now 4-1 Philadelphia. Number 51 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Pitcher, number 51.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Yeah, a tough situation here. He has the long inning on the mound, and then he's got to turn right around and lead off the next half inning.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Galvis has it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Into the box, John Jaso. He flew out in his last at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
That's one of his best pitches tonight.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
Wow, talk about a difference that 24 hours makes. Yesterday, these guys were hitting everything in sight, but things sure have changed this time around. They haven't been able to get anything going at all.
Starling Marte steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail it 4-1. Darnell Sweeney will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball one. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
He's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. A runner at first with no outs here. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Yeah, and right there, they leave the bunt on. Now, that's putting a lot of pressure on a guy who's just bunted foul twice in a row, but he's able to get this one down and get the job done.
Cesar Hernandez steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Now third base coach Juan Samuel's going to wave him in, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Paredes, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. He's running again. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. Here it comes, 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2. Surprised that the bullpen hasn't swung into action yet?
Yeah, you know, now that you mention it, I think I'd at least get a couple guys up there scurrying around down there, or thinking about ordering a pizza or something.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And here's the 4-pitch sequence again on Show Track. You'll notice it's all hard stuff early in the count. First 3 pitches, then he pulls the string on him here on pitch number 4, and down he goes.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Andrew McCutchen, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Up and away to start the inning, it's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally, this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Here it comes, 2-0. Liner toward right center, and they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Gregory Polanco will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Now the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
One and one, here it is. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. Well, that'll spell disaster.
Joe Mauer will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
David Freese will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Ready with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Smoke toward third, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
And I think here he might have had one eye on that runner to see if he was breaking from third base. And right when he lifted his head up, that's when the ball goes right through him, and that'll for sure be a fielding error, but also an RBI.
Josh Harrison stands in. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So after the strong 5 innings, things have not come as easily for him here in inning number 6.
Well, this is kind of the MO of this lineup. They have a way of just wearing you down. And they're starting to get into some better counts to hit, and that work's paying off.
Liner towards second. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Now batting.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. David Buchanan is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Number 26 will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Trying to hold the lead. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
3 runs already home here. Bounced weakly near the plate. Rupp is up with it. A quick out number 1. Number 51 will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get 1 home, maybe 2. So this is a big-time chance.
Buchanan comes set. Here he comes 0-1. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to the plate, and the runner will be tagged out at the plate, so a costly decision there. John Jaso strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And that misses ball 1. Look out, 2-0 now.
Well, he's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left on base. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Phillies on top, 5-4. Number 19 will dig in, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts thus far.
Yeah, a tough one at the plate for him so far with the 2 punch-outs. But hey, that's going to happen to you at times, and you just have to have a short memory in this game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Well, that man's got to be feeling a little better about things out there on the mound.
He sure does. His guys got him right back into the ball game, and now they need him to put up a shutdown inning here so those bats can go back to work.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Well, it's definitely a tale of two extremes so far as you check out his line. A lot of strikeouts, that's the good news. But a lot of other crooked numbers are up there, too.
Kobayashi ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Tap foul at home plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Freddie Galvis will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the fourth inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. Oh, and he just fans on it out there at second as it gets right by him.
And ideally on this play, you'd like to think you could make it up to third, but no sense risking it if you're not sure. So even though he was in motion on the pitch, he's going to wind up holding on at second base. Hey, better to be safe than sorry.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Looking to keep this a one-run game. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Into the box now, Darnell Sweeney, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Oh, and you know what? That might be the best.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They lead it 5-4. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Leading off the inning, Starling Marte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Buchanan looks in. 1-2 on its way. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Andrew McCutcheon digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. And that's in there for strike one. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
One and one.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit on the ground to short. Galvis is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Gregory Polanco. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Odubel Herrera is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Odubel Herrera.
Archimedes Caminero will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Into the seats, 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And that misses 2-2.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Hit to short. Scooped up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Fielded by Freeze. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, right fielder,
Jimmy Paredes gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Pitch on the way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Now you can't take any more pitches like that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Phillies down in order. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Hector Neris will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Hector Neris.
Leading off the inning, Joe Mauer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss by Mauer as he's down on strikes for the first out. Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. David Freeze steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And this is lined right back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
The batter, number 5.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Josh Harrison. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runners on first with 1 down. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Payoff pitch on its way. Runner goes for second. This is line to left. Ashe will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. On to first, and they get the double play. Maikel Franco stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Tony Watson is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Tony Watson.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here it comes. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Drilled down the line. Freeze is there. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. One away.
Number 19.
Number 19 will try and snap out of it. 3 at-bats and 3 whiffs thus far. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike one. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Mauer comes up with it. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
The left fielder, number 25.
Cody Ashe digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. In there at the knees, strike one. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Back in the city of brotherly love with Major League Baseball on the show. Genmar Gomez is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 46.
Number 26 steps in now.
Leading off for the Pirates, shortstop.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now another 1-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Another 1-2 delivery. In tight with the slider. 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Matt Joyce will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
17. Matt Joyce.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Sweeney on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, catcher.
Now to the plate, John Jaso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one